Hello, everyone. I saw messages popping up and I didn't think I was live yet. Was I live? Hey, everyone. Let me just bring it up here on my phone. Here we go. Let me put the volume down. I was just getting it all set up here. Hi, Team Spirit. Hi, Heather. Hi, Greg. How are y'all doing? Can you hear me okay? Hi, Rock Betty Queen. Rockabetty Queen. How you doing? Okay. Just making sure I got everything right. All right. Miss Susie, hello. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Joyce. I'll let everybody get in here. Hello, Robin. Hey, hey. Oh, look how Beth's looking at me. I got the meter up on her head. Oops, that's me. Up on her head again. Figure that way if her head happens to move, I mean, at least we'll know about it, right? Hi, Texas Brenda. Hi, Donnie. Gina. Was gonna go live earlier, but my daughter was doing a premiere, and then also Brian was live. I think he still may be, but he was probably getting close to being done. So I wanted to kind of wait. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. Hey Ray, how are you? We be going to hey David, that's okay. I'm doing all right. I'm feeling. I don't know if it's because I'm worried or what, but I'm feeling a little under the weather right now, and I don't know, but my granddaughter was exposed to somebody with COVID at work a couple days ago, so she's been wearing a mask until she finds out if she's got it or not, but two people from her work had it. And I've been giving her a ride to work and everything because her car, something's wrong with her car, so I'm just a little worried. I don't know if I'm, psyching myself out or I don't know. I mean, let's just hope and pray I don't get it, but I got like a little bit of a headache and I feel a little kind of off, like dizzy, a little dizzy. It's weird. But I have a gift from someone. There she is, Karen Vickers. A gift that she sent me, and I'm going to be opening it up here in just a minute. Hi, Adam. I know. I don't know what's going on. My internet's been acting weird too. We've been having a lot of rainstorms here lately. I know, Amanda. It's got me a little worried. I mean, I hope so far all this time I've not gotten it at all. I've been very lucky. She's actually had COVID before and stayed up in her room the whole time while she was getting well, and I never caught it. But I don't know. I think it might be all in my head. You know how you I don't know how you feel like just because you're around somebody with it, you're gonna get it. I don't know, but I'm at home. I'm at home, Ed. I don't leave much. I mean, I've been at home quite a bit lately, but I've been getting a lot of stuff done here. Hi, Francis. Hi, Donnie. Ed. Let's see, Carol. What did Carol say? Yeah, I'm trying. I really am. I know, Karen. I know. I mean, I got like just a little slight headache. I'm gonna try to hang in here as much as I can. I've been doubling up on my vitamins that I already take vitamins every day. I kind of doubled up on everything today, just in case. So I hope that she's gonna be okay. I'm really worried about her. But if she has to come downstairs for any reason, she's been wearing a mask. And she makes sure her hands are clean, sanitized and stuff like that. Hey there, Christian. Okay, my internet is good. All right. Yeah, that's happened to me a lot lately too, Susie. The internet's been going in and out quite a bit with the weather and everything. The other night it was out for almost 3 hours. Hi, Jamie. Yeah, I like KFC. It's all right. I mean, it's okay. I don't eat there a whole lot, but it's okay. But I'm trying to first stay away from fried foods. But I do like it. It's not one of my favorite places. Yeah, banana. That's a good idea, Ed. Yeah, I do have plenty of those. I always keep plenty of bananas around. Oh, okay, Adam. Before I went to see someone. That's good. I do have some COVID tests here. So far she's not testing that she has it, but it might be too soon. Hello, Eric, over in Clearwater, my hometown. Oh, okay, Adam. That's awesome. Thank you. I do have some sinus issues. My sinuses bother me quite a bit, so I have 51 people here. I know that it's kind of early. I mean late in the evening. Um, but I do have a gift from Karen Vickers. And I just went ahead and cut the box so that I wouldn't have to struggle opening it, but I haven't looked in it yet. I kind of have an idea of what it is. I kind of know, but I haven't seen it. So, are you ready, Karen? I'm going to open it. All right. Oh my God. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Because I'm a effing queen. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. I absolutely love this. I will be drinking my coffee out of this in future live streams. That is awesome. Thank you, Karen. This is from Karen Vickers. Yes, I love it. Oh my God, I love it. This is awesome. Thank you. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. I know it is. I love it. Oh my God, that's awesome. Wow. I'm going to set it right here for now. And yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to clean it, of course, wash it out really good. Hello, Tanner. Um, oh, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that, you guys. I don't feel so freaking awesome sometimes, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys think I am. That's all that matters, I guess. Yeah, it is very nice, Christian. I love it. Thank you, Karen. I love it, love it, love it. Wow. So, how is everybody doing? And I wanted to let all of you know that I have a awesome, awesome 4th of July video that I am going to be putting up starting tomorrow afternoon sometime on my meditation channel. And I'm going to live stream it out. So it'll run probably for 24 hours or something like that. I notice over there on the meditation channel, that's what a lot of people do. And it's kind of a way, I guess, to get noticed, to get more subscribers, things like that. But also, it's going to be 4th of July on Monday, so I'm going to go ahead and just live stream it out and just let it run. So if you're in there and you go in the chat and you don't see me in there, I mean, I'm not going to sit there for 24 hours in the chat, but I will be popping in from time to time. So I'm hoping that all my mods that are mods over there, which I see a few of you here, pop in from time to time and just make sure there's no idiots in there. And if so, just block them. So far I haven't had anything like that over there. Meditation channel 4th is my team. Oh, wow, Adam. Okay, awesome. Yes, I have a meditation channel. Adam, did I not tell you about that? I started it back in January just for fun, just for fun because I enjoy those type of videos, and I decided to go ahead and start making them myself, making my own. So that's what I've been doing in my spare time. I've got about 200 and I don't know, 240 followers over there now, something like that. Um, let me see. Oh, we didn't talk about it. Okay, let me see if I can get you the link for you guys. Hold on one second. Let me just go over here and get it. Hold on. Let's see. Here it is. All right. All right, here's the link. There's the link. So go over there and follow me, and I will pop in the chat as much as I can, but like I said, I'm going to live stream it out for about 24 hours on that channel. And it's got a bunch of really awesome songs, a little more upbeat than my normal meditation videos, where it's more of a relaxing, calming music. This is more of an upbeat because of its being 4th of July. It's going to have a firework display and stuff like that. Yeah, go get your Doritos. Oh, I've got Doritos too. I should go grab them. Um, thank you, Bunny Haywood. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love it, and I've had some requests from some friends, some close friends to do certain things on there. Like one friend wanted a video meditation video with ocean sounds, the sound of the water, the ocean. So I made her one, and she said she listens to it every night when she goes to bed. And then someone wanted birds. I did one with a bunch of different birds. It's pretty cool. Um, someone did one with the sound of rain. I've got a few of those because my grandkids actually love those. They prior to me starting this channel, they were watching another channel and listening to the rain videos at night. So now they listen to mine. So yeah. Yeah, I have Spectrum too. I tell you what, I've had more problems with it. It's ridiculous. I put the link in again. Yeah, it is. I guess Spectrum must be everywhere, huh? If you got it all the way up there and hmm, damn. Adam has Spectrum too. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Bunny. I appreciate that. Yeah. I enjoy making them. I really do enjoy making those type of videos. It's so relaxing just sitting there making them. I just get so relaxed, and I usually do them late at night and before I go to bed, and it just is so relaxing. I love it. Um, yeah, and it's good to see you in here, Raymond Marrero. I haven't seen you in a while. It's really good to see you. Storia Dory, hello there. Jamie Parker, hello. Do you work in the Oh, I live in the US. Are you talking to me? Oh, okay. Thank you, Karen. Who's your friend? Which one's your friend here? Okay, Adam. I know they are. I just had it out with them not long ago. I called Spectrum up and said, This is ridiculous. I have to find cheaper service because you guys are raising your prices all the time, and I'm so sick of it." So anyway, well, we don't want you to leave. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to call them and complain, and then they will. Thank you, Adam. You call them and complain and tell them you're planning on finding a cheaper company, and boy, they knocked about $120 off my bill because that's how high they had got it. It just kept slowly climbing, climbing, and climbing. Well, they knocked it back down now because they thought they were losing me. So that's the trick, I guess. You got to call them up and complain. I got various different ones. Francis, or was it Francis who just asked me that question? Wait. Oh, Doreen. Um, I get a lot. Okay, so I pay for Epidemic Sound. I pay $15 a month for Epidemic Sound, and I've had them for a long time. They've got an awesome selection of music. But but on the meditation channel, I've tried to sign up with them because you have to have it for each channel. You have to have a separate account with Epidemic for each channel you have. So I've tried to sign up, and for some reason it just kept kicking me out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But so I've been using free music on YouTube and on Pixabay. Now I've gotten a couple copyright strikes, which I've disputed them, and then within 24 hours, they everything was fine. So I'm like, why am I even getting this? If it says free music, why am I getting a copyright? So I've got to figure out Epidemic for that channel as well, because Epidemic has some awesome music and awesome meditation music. I mean, just so much. It's unbelievable. So I have to figure out what's going on and why it's not letting me sign up. I don't understand what's going on. I didn't have a problem signing up with them with the other channel. It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, Raymond is here. Heather, did you want to pop in the chat? You want me to send you the link? If you do, let me know. I just wanted to let you know I gave you a shout out in my blog. It's called, okay. SLJ Crazes. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I will have to check that out. All right. Okay, that's fine, Heather. I understand. Oh my God, really, Carolyn? This is getting sickening. It really is. Hello there, Anthony. How are you? Anthony, I hope that your loved one comes through tonight. I am going to turn the spirit box on here in a little bit. It's crazy. I reached manager after. Okay. Okay, Heather, that's fine. Well, I'm glad that you popped in. Yeah, I'm gonna try, Anthony. I can't guarantee anything for anybody. I wish I could. I really wish I had some kind of way of saying yes, your loved one's definitely gonna come through. I don't, but that's the thing with the spirit box. You just have to listen and see if anything resonates with you. If you hear your name or you hear their name or you hear anything that means anything to you. Um, and that's, I can't promise anything and I can't guarantee anything at all. um so just I hope that they do, just like it did for Adam. That would be great. Thank you, Adam. Hey there, Judy. Oh wow, SLJ, that's awesome. Yes, it was, Adam, definitely. That's for sure. Now, Cece and I had plans to go out of town this weekend, but something come up and she wasn't able to do it, so we've postponed it for later this month. But we still are going to go down south to. We're going out of town. We're filming at 4 different locations, which is awesome. I'm excited about it. They're places I've never been to. So, my brother Jason, I will certainly try, Amanda. Certainly will try. Just ask him to come through. Thank you so much, Francis. And yes, here, if anybody else wants to see, this is what Karen Vickers sent me. If you're just joining, I just opened this in the beginning of the stream. She sent me this cup. I love it. This is so awesome. Look at that. I love it. Sure that will be fun. Yeah, I'm sure it will, Heather. I'm sure it will. She's renting a car, because she's got a big old truck and it eats up gas. And my vehicle, I've been having some issues with my vehicle and the front end of it. Not sure what's going on, but it's been doing a little vibration thing. Nobody seems to be able to find anything wrong with it, but I know I feel something off. So I don't want to drive it that far. So she's renting a car. Okay, Adam, awesome. It's engraver. Okay, nice. Hi, Rita. So you guys got anything big planned for 4th of July? Hi, Angela. Jenna, hello. I will be going over to Heather and Greg's house for a little while on 4th of July. Probably. Long as I'm feeling okay. I mean, I'm not going to go over there if I don't feel good, and I'll definitely sit outside and won't get close to anybody just in case, because like I said, my granddaughter was exposed to two people at work that has COVID, and we're a little nervous, and I was taking her to work and back because of her car issues. Some baby mugs. Oh, okay, Shaw woman. Awesome. She asked me for the thermometer earlier, Heather. So I don't know. She just said, "Grandma, do we have a thermometer?" And I said, "Yes, we do." And she says, "Can I have it?" She was standing at the top of the stairs and she didn't want it. She had a mask on. She didn't want to come down. And I just kind of threw it up to her. And so I don't know. I think she's okay. But Logan said that he thinks that she looks like she's got that look in her eye, like she's getting sick. She's already had it before. And none of us caught it. Yep, that's what I take that every day, Adam. I have for a couple years now, and I've been telling her, to do it every day. Well, of course, you know how kids are that age; they don't want to listen. But I think she's doing it now. I made sure that she has it all, has some of it up there with her, and I said, "You got to take it." I'm telling you, the zinc, the D3, the elderberry, the vitamin C, and lots of water. So I've been doubling up on mine since, we got this news. Hello there, PDX. Um, Congratulations about what? What are we congratulating? Did I miss something? Oh, that's right. Today is yeah. Happy anniversary, you guys. Yeah, I know, Shaw woman, definitely. And I think that's part of the reason why I was feeling so nauseous there for a while, because I've cut back on taking so much vitamin D3, and I haven't been feeling as nauseous. So that might be, you might be right there. Might be what it was. Yeah, I don't care much for that one, Anthony. It seems like you get an awful lot of radio frequency on the S box. That's my experience. I do have one, but it seems like every time I hear it, all I hear is radio popping in, talking. I mean, you hear that sometimes with the PSB7 as well, but it just seems like you hear it a lot more on the S box. So I'm not really a big fan of the S box, although I have one. I just, and I'll use it sometimes when I'm in places where the S box is not working, because of lack of radio stations in the area or whatever. It's like there's nothing. And when I turn the S box on, it's like boom, it works just fine. So I'll use it in situations like that. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, Francis. Oh, oh man. Okay, sweetie meow. Sweetie meow. Oh no, you have to go to work on the 4th of July. Well, da, 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 da. Okay, so PDX has been a member for 13 months now, she says. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the spirit box, and I'm hoping that your loved ones will come through. Let's hope, let's pray about it. Talk to them now. Tell them to come through. That's all we can do is ask them to come through, and let's just see what happens. Brandy Animal Lover. Oh, somebody's at my door again. Bring my brother Curtis. Okay, well, let's hope that they all do come through. I'm hoping that they do. Hello. I know, Carolyn. That's for sure. All right, guys. Are you ready? Hey, Tez. How you doing? All right, I'm going to put this right here. Never can figure this out. I just want you guys to be able to hear me as well. Oh, thank you, Jenna. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And I wanted to also, I don't know if she's in here, but hold on. But I wanted to thank Mary Wagner for the very generous PayPal donation a couple days ago. So, Mary, if you're in here, thank you so much and love you. You're so sweet. Yeah, thank you so much, Jenna. That means a lot to me. All right, here we go. Let me do this. All right. Let me do this. All right, loved ones. Reaching out to the spirit world. There's a lot of people here in the chat that would love to speak to a loved one on the other side. You know who you are. And they're asking you right now to come through my box. I'm giving you permission to come through the spirit box and communicate with them and let them know that you hear them and that you see them and give them a message. I could have sworn I just saw somebody walk by and there's nobody there. What the heck? They're lining up, guys. They're lining up. I'm not even kidding you. I saw something. Maybe it's my glasses messing with me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm giving you permission to come through, but you can't stay here. So afterwards, you do have to go back to where you were. But you do have permission to come through right now and communicate with your loved one in the chat. I know they're all wanting to communicate with someone. Anthony's looking to speak with someone. Anthony, what was the name again? Because I put the names in here. I want to know. I want to listen for these names. So if you guys could put the names in, that would be great. Viola, okay. So let's all listen for some of these names that people are telling us. Hello, Juggalette. Viola. Okay. Will or Mary? Maria. God, I can't talk. Maria. And of course, we know Adam's father. Louis, Maggie, Shane, Tadpole. Wow, look at all these names coming through. All right, guys, let's listen for them. All right, hold on. What is going on? All right, let me just turn it up louder. I had it down kind of low. Yeah. There's a short in here. I thought I had it fixed. You got Hold on, guys. This is ridiculous. Martin or Mark? Can you say your name? Hold on, guys. I hear something. Is one of y'all down here? Like a beeping sound. One of you guys down here? That was weird. Was this going off? Did anybody notice that that was going off? I just heard like a beeping sound. I didn't even think to look to see if it was the REM pod. I kept hearing it. Did you hear it too, Brandy? Is that what you're saying? Huh. I hear it again. I don't know, but I just kept hearing a beeping, like a loud beeping sound. Was the meter going off? Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what it was. I just kept hearing it, so I figured I would turn this off real quick. But I'll go ahead and turn it back on. Well, you know what, Adam? I'm going to try what you said about putting it on AM. Let me try AM. Hold on. Let me do something here. I've got it on the wrong speed rate. Let's try it on AM and see what happens. Hello, spirits. coming through at all. All right, hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta get it back to where I had it. Sorry about that. I tried it, Ed, and I didn't really have much luck there. Right beside you. I just went right beside you. And there's a lot of people looking to hear from a loved one tonight. I would love for them to hear from you. Hello, who's that? Randy there? How many spirits are here with you right now?
Put back again. Slide fireworks.
Oh my God! No way, guys! Did you just hear that? What? Oh my God! Wow! Wow! Something that works flying fireworks. Oh my God!
Stolen setup.
What? That's the same voice. Who was that that said that? Say your name.
Saturday, July 9th.
It's Saturday. Saturday night. I think it's Saturday night.
It is.
Down. together. Yeah, I went through. Heartbreak. Now testosterone boots
Turn this off for a little bit. Hold on. Wow, that was amazing, guys. I just literally said that, and then all of a sudden that comes through. I can't wait to go back and listen to that and see exactly what was said. Wow. And I still don't know what that beeping noise was earlier. You guys didn't see the REM pod go off? Yeah, there was a lot coming through, and I do want to listen back. So I don't like to run it too long because it takes me forever to listen back. Yeah, definitely have to rewatch it. That was amazing. I still can't get over the 4th of July thing. I just said that. I mean, like I said, even if it was a radio snippet coming through talking about the 4th of July, what are the chances of that happening right when I say that? So crazy. Yeah, they do. We writer, definitely. Is anybody in there? Ooh, I keep hearing stuff. All right, spirits. Go over and give your loved ones in the chat a hug. You didn't hear your name. Yeah, well, just listen back because you never know. You might your name may have been said. There was so much coming through there for a few minutes. Oh, did you, Adam? We have a couple of our dogs cannot stand the fireworks, and they get so freaked out when they hear the fireworks. So, um, who wants to come up on panel? Anybody want to come up here? How about you, Tez? How about you, Adam? You want to come up? Judy? Anybody really? I can put the link in. Aw. Yeah. You want to come up here? Anybody want to come up here for a few minutes? Maybe tell a ghost story or something? Choo, 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 choo. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Oh yeah, anybody can come up here. You don't have to be a member. Here, I'll put the link in the chat. I think. Oh no, that never mind. That's my never mind. That link I just put in there is to my meditation channel. Hold on. Now, if you do come up here and you've never been on my panel before, you just can't come up here and talk about any kind of drama, anything like that at all, because I'll boot you. I don't come up and start nothing because you'll get booted. Because I've had that happen in the past where someone came up and just wanted to come up and be an ass, and I had to give them the boot. There's the link. Adam, you want to come up? Anybody else? Maybe Adam can come up and tell us any new experiences that he's had lately with, you know, maybe seeing or feeling or hearing his father since the last time we spoke to him. Let me see again. Kathian Barner. Probably in December. I'm pretty sure I'll be coming there in December. Yep. I know, me too, Francis. I always get hungry late at night like this. Oh, right here. I'll put it in again. There it is, Adam. Just keep an eye on Beth because you never know when she might move. I wish this would go off. I mean, it's only going off now because my hand's on it, but how do you like that? Somebody sent me this dragonfly. Are you in the chat? It was a while back. Someone mailed me this beautiful dragonfly along with some other stuff similar to that. And I have everything that people have sent me, but I decided to put this on her little shawl there. It's a beautiful pink rhinestone looking dragonfly. So okay, so we have Rocka Betty Queen in the back room. So everybody give her a warm welcome. Here she is. Hello.
Hi. I'm
Hi.
sorry. I'm sorry if my country accent's a bit too much. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. There's nothing. I love a country accent, girl. My
Thank
whole family
you.
talks like that. I just don't have it so much because I was raised down here in Florida, but most of my family, they talk very country. They're from Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, Kentucky.
Most of my family's from Texas, and my daddy's side from Italian parts.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's
how are
honestly
you?
the one who helped me. Oh, I'm doing good. Recently got manager at my workplace a couple days ago.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm
that's
the only
awesome.
one with autism.
Oh, okay. Well, good for
Yeah,
you. I mean, good. I'm glad
thank
that
you.
you got you a job. We Writer says has a Canadian accent.
Canadians always
Um,
nice.
yeah. Tez said, I love your accent.
Oh, thank you. Not a lot of people do.
Yes, Tez is right. When me and Tez went to Tennessee earlier this year, we were there for a week. We stayed in a cabin, and we by the third day, we were already talking very southern. We had picked up the accent really quick.
It's hard. It's hard not to get rid of the drawl after you caught hold of it.
That's true. Yeah. So, did you hear from a loved one through the spirit box? Do you think you may have heard from someone?
I think I heard from my friend Brandy Perrin. I lost her
Mhm.
6 years ago due to cystic fibrosis.
Oh, I'm so
Uh,
sorry.
I woke up one morning and I waited the whole entire day for my brother to come home because we shared a phone back then. And in the afternoon, I saw a message from her and I thought
Mhm.
that maybe it was her, but instead it was her dad telling me she passed away in her sleep. I never got to tell
Mm,
her goodbye.
I'm so sorry. I lost a friend like that too. Just 3 months after I lost Gary, I lost one of my friends that I had been friends with since we were 15.
Yeah.
And Adam says it's not working. What? Yours? It worked for you. Wonder why it ain't working. There it is again.
Yeah,
That's
when I lost
strange,
her,
Adam.
my
Huh?
mom had to check my knees after I got the message because I fell onto my knees screaming. It was tile floor.
Oh
I couldn't even
wow.
register the pain from it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh. So where do you live again?
I live in Texas. I
Oh,
live
that's
in the
right. You
city.
said that.
I used to be in the country areas where
Mm-hmm.
my family's friends used to sell fruits and veggies on the side of the road,
Uh-huh.
and now I live in the city. I'm not too happy about it though.
Oh, okay. Have you lived
It don't
anywhere
feel
else,
like
or have you
home.
always just lived in Texas?
I've lived only in Texas. I went from Pasadena, Nassau Bay, LaPorte. I travel here and there to Huntsville to see my aunt and my uncle,
Mm-hmm.
but I live in the suburb areas.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I have a niece that lives up there actually. Yeah, she was
It's
born
really
and
nice.
raised down here in the Tampa area, but she moved up there. Oh God, I don't even know how long ago. It's been a while, and now her husband that she moved up there with actually passed away
Oh,
unexpectedly. And we all thought she was going to come back down here, but she ended up meeting someone else, and now she's remarried and she has a couple more children. So yeah, she's in Texas.
there. And there was a shadow figure that was bald, looking straight at me. And my mom's
Oh
grandfather didn't
wow.
have no hair when he was growing up.
Oh wow.
And
Wow.
after that, we had the house blessed because my brother ended up getting held down in the bathtub by something we couldn't see. And we went to go look, he had a giant demonic handprint stretching across his whole entire chest.
Oh my God. Wow.
It'd be
And
time to move at that point.
yeah,
I hope it
Yeah,
doesn't
right?
follow.
Nope.
so we got the house
What about
blessed. Oh,
you, Jeanette? You got any stories to tell?
Oh, I got about four of them, but I'm going to start with the last one, though.
Okay.
Um, to begin with, my house is part of an old mining neighborhood. So there's miners in and out of my house all the time, of the spirit ones, which they
Mm-hmm.
don't never bother me. But back in 2018, my mom passed away
I'm
about
sorry.
June
Sorry.
13th, and she was 9 days away from her birthday. But while she was sick in her bed, something woke me up by pushing my toes towards the foot of my bed, trying to wake me up.
Hmm.
So I get up, check on her, and everything was fine. I let my little dog out, and we go back to bed. As I was falling back into bed, something kept shaking the side of my bed. I'm like, okay, I've checked on her, she's fine. Whoever you are, just it's okay. So it stopped, and then she finally passed away. And this happened two two different times, 2 different months. I've
Mm-hmm.
actually woken up to her calling my name clear as day as we are talking right now, waking me up.
Wow. Wow.
Like she was still in the house.
Yeah.
She was
Wow.
saying hi.
Yep. She was saying hi. Yeah.
Like
That happens to so many people. Wow.
the
I
longer
mean,
it
no spirit
goes,
box, no
and
nothing. It was like clear as day.
Wow. That's
I've
amazing.
I've heard auditory since my dad has passed away. Even to where my dog has reacted to the same noise, voice. I mean, and he's a loving dog, the most worthless guard dog you could ever see. But for an 80-pound pit, he's just a baby.
Mm,
But when we hear the same noise that we have no logical, plausible explanation for,
mm-hmm.
it's becoming a little bit more active because it's almost like dad's figuring out how to communicate. Um, it's really interesting to say the least. You know, it's kind of comforting to know that he's still here with me, even though I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet
That's
your
it's
mother's
definitely
and Jeanette.
comforting. Yeah, that's probably exactly what was going on. Yeah. And
You know,
they
ever
want
since
I
Julie,
believe they go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, ever since Julie gave me a reading about Ross, he's been
Mhm.
coming to me in my dreams too.
Oh,
A lot.
wow. That's so awesome,
After she
Tez.
told him to like give me signs, you know,
Mhm.
he's been coming to my dreams a lot.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear that. I was wondering. I've been meaning to. I know we talk all the time, but
I know I haven't even brought that up. I should have.
we talk every day just about. I don't think we go a
Mhm.
day without messaging each other. Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm so
Yeah, I always
sorry,
say when my
Jennifer. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Jennifer's son passed away 6 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry,
God.
Jennifer.
Nothing worse than losing a child, I'll tell you what.
It's not supposed to happen that way.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
Mm-mm.
How you doing, Jakey, buddy?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm doing good. You got a ghost story you want to tell?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do still remember quite a few from this day, but this was back in 2015 or 2016. I used to live in a foster home that was like haunted, and out of nowhere, I would literally like be hearing conversations in a specific room, and I would be like, "What in the world is like going on?" And it's like something could grab me into the bathroom or something. I don't know. And it was like middle of the night.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it just stopped. And then I heard a voice that came through because it was all quiet in the house, and the voice said,
Mhm.
"Out." And I was like,
Really?
yeah, I was. It was scary. Like I got like the goosebumps as I'm saying this right now, and they were not very happy that they wanted me there. So I moved out,
Hmm.
and
Wow.
You're like, you don't have to
literally,
tell me twice.
yeah, literally every night I get sleep paralysis. Like there will be a time that I experience it. I'll be seeing shadows, and I'm like, what in the world am I going through? So I had to search what this thing was, and basically it's called sleep paralysis, where you are seeing things from that you really can't see, and
Mhm.
you can't move, and you can't talk, and stuff like that. And I've experienced that lots in that house.
Wow.
It's scary. And
With
since
your
I moved back here, I still experienced it.
with your sleep
Wow.
paralysis, this is what I find interesting when it comes to sleep paralysis as well as DMT. A lot of people report the same things. Do
Mhm.
you ever see a man in a hat, like a man wearing like an old style, probably 60s style hat? Because that seems to go
No.
hand in hand. Um, more and more people, if you look into it, that I mean, I get that. There's that condition. There's a part where your brain is functioning, but it hasn't told your body to react yet. But when so many people experience the same exact thing or something that is
Mhm.
so much alike, we really have to look at it as
Mhm.
there's possibly more going on here. So that's why I had to ask that question, um,
Yeah.
because sleep paralysis is no joke.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Mhm.
I know people who suffer from it, and actually, we did an investigation at a house where the guy, we thought it was sleep paralysis for sure. Nope. Um, let's put it this way: I had four things thrown at me on command,
Oh
and
my
each
God.
each object got harder and bigger. And on the fourth one, I was like, "Screw this! I'm out of here." I
Wow.
can't give you answers at this point.
Mhm.
Um, he continued to tell us, "Do not let the house fool you." And I
Mhm.
mean, up until that point, nothing happened. And
Wow.
we, I attempted to lay down. Well, I was laying down, and we found some candles, and what we didn't realize is between the candles and where two other people were sitting, it formed a pentagram. So here I am laying in the middle of this nice little altar. And somebody was filming it. It's all on film. Unfortunately, it's intellectual property. While I have it, it's intellectual property of that team, the team I was on.
Right.
So I can't share it, which really aggravates me. So, but yeah, we thought for certain sleep paralysis, and there's been several other cases, that I've gone on investigating, thinking sleep paralysis, and so many people reported this entity or this man. Most of the time he was wearing a hat, and it was like they would describe the same thing. So I thought, there's got to be more to this than just a simple medical explanation. And it's just like people when they smoke DMT. Why do they all see the same thing? Why? I mean, I've never had the nerve to try DMT. I'm not going to. If you want to, that go be you.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
But people report the same experiences. While every, I guess, trip is different, they all report these little blob creatures that follow them around. So that makes you have to wonder, is there something in here that we haven't tapped into yet or don't know how to tap into to get on to that other plane?
Oh my god, this scared me. That was a loud firework. Okay, maybe.
She's all jumpy over there. Oh, bye-bye, Amanda. Thank you, Nike girl. I hope you do too. I guess there was a troll in the audience. Thank you guys for taking care of the. I didn't even see a troll. I've been busy listening to what everybody's talking about, so I didn't even see any trolls. But thank you for getting rid of them.
Well, I gotta go pick up my daughter, so I'm gonna get off here.
It's great talking to you, Tez.
Nice
Great meeting you
guys. I'll talk to you later, Patty.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Love ya.
Love ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's actually what was at my home. When it came to my home and everything before we moved out, there was another incident I had also, if it's okay to share it. When my mom and me were about to move, we actually had 3 mediums come to our home, and they wouldn't even walk through the front door because they told us we had a portal up there above our door. And we were confused because, we always had our dogs barking at the door. We would tell them, there's no cars, you shouldn't be barking. We didn't know they were actually seeing the portal. And then third medium, she actually drew what the inside of her attic looked like. And she had never stepped foot up there, never even entered her home, but she knew what it looked like.
Oh, wow.
And a year or two before that happened, I actually had a night where my mom was out. My mom used to go karaoke a lot. She still does. It's fun. And I was texting with my high school buddy. We were in English together for my last semester of college, for my last semester of high school. I had just passed, a really good test, and we were talking about about our results. It was finally safe for us to do so. Well, she ended up going. I'm not going to give her real name. I'll just call her Lily. Well, me and Lily, we were talking, and then for some reason she started not sounding like herself, and we still don't know what the hell happened since that day. But she started mentioning how she was Lucifer, she was the devil or something.
Oh, Lord.
And then I started seeing messages calling my mother the W word.
Oh,
and
really?
telling me that my bio dad never loved me and that I was going to be aborted before I was born.
God.
And the thing is, I had never told her this. I didn't even know that I was going to have that I would have been aborted. And my mom confirmed it the next day that it almost happened.
Oh, wow.
So it's confusing to me. How can she how can Lily know something that I didn't even know myself?
Yeah. Wow.
And I went walking from my living room to my kitchen, and I was still texting, trying to find out what the heck's going on. Like, this must be a joke. You're kidding me. You're not, you're pulling my leg. Haha, it's not funny anymore. And as soon as I stepped into the kitchen where my mom had a lot of crosses in the room, because I didn't feel safe in the living room, so I walked in there, and I get this message out of nowhere saying, "Hey, go back to the room you were in. I can't see you no more."
Oh, wow.
And when I got that message, I'm not a lady that likes to cuss. My grandma raised me better. If I started cussing one day, she would wake up out of her grave and knock the crap out of me.
Wow.
And I ended up using the F-bomb and told them I'm not gonna go back in that effing room.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, the next morning I go to school, and I grabbed my friend's phone. I asked her, like, "Hey, can I show you something real quick?" And she's like, "Sure. What's going on?" And I go back to the conversation we had, and the messages are still there that apparently this entity sent me through her phone last night. And she told me she did not remember sending any of these messages at all.
Oh,
And there was
wow.
nobody at her home that could have used her phone.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hmm.
What do you make of that, Adam?
I was going to say, remember, we were kind of joking about the drive-through exorcist.
Yeah.
This one might be one that really needs to be looked at if that's the case. Not a drive-through, maybe. Do you have
Yeah.
access to holy water? Anything like that? Extra virgin olive oil, I've always heard works great.
I didn't have any holy water back then, but the weird thing is that this was on a regular phone, like no messenger, no app. It was just regular text.
Okay.
Okay. I was thinking this was more recent. I was going to say, like, yeah, I would. That.
Yeah.
It does shake me up. It gives me goosebumps talking about this, because the first time that I ever had this happen, I told my mom about this, and I was legit stuttering like an imbecile. Had a conversation with God for 2 hours, and I felt. Yeah, you ever have that feeling where you feel like someone's like poking you in the back lightly? They're trying to like comfort you.
Yep.
I
I
felt
just had that happen the other day, actually.
I felt like I had two large hands that were when I was having this conversation with him years ago. I felt like he was like there was like strands being pulled from me, like stress and depression, everything that was bothering me at that time.
Right.
And out of nowhere, I just started breaking down crying. And after I cried and finished my conversation with him, after saying amen, I felt so much better.
Oh.
And I felt like he was like pulling every single, amount of stress I had from me about this, because I felt like I couldn't speak about it, or else something bad was going to happen to me.
Yeah. Wow. Jeanette, you got anything else you want to, another story you want to share? Or?
Actually, I know we were talking about seeing figures and everything earlier. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to interrupt anybody. I was about 11, 12, maybe 13. Of course, my sister had moved out at this time. And I actually woke up in the middle of the night seeing a white silhouette of a dress. No head, no arms, no legs, no nothing. Usually kids are usually scared of that, but somehow this one here seemed peaceful to me. The first time I've ever came in contact with any type of spiritual anything. And of course, I just lay there, looked at it for a while, and then like I said, it was not harming, or I felt no vibes,
Right.
bad vibes from it. I dozed back off to sleep. I woke back up and it was gone. I thought it was my mom back then, and I asked her the next morning. She said, "No, that wasn't me." So the only thing I could figure was my dad's mom, my grandmother Moore, because she passed away right before my second birthday. She was the
Oh.
only grandparent from that side of the family that got to see me.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, more than likely that's probably who it was for sure. Hi there, Kathy. How do you say your name?
But I just kept that
Kathy Ann. Okay. How you doing?
I'm good.
That-
How are you?
to
Good.
myself
Where are you from?
after that. So
I'm Tennessee, right outside of Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Knoxville. Okay.
Another Tennessee in the room.
Oh, did Jeanette leave? Bye, Jeanette. If you left, I'm not sure if she just fell out or dropped out. Bye,
Just-
Jeanette. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate it. So, Kathy Ann, you're outside of Knoxville, you said?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I love it up that way. It's so pretty. I go
I
up that
love
way a lot.
Knoxville. We go to Sevierville a lot, so
What's that?
Sevierville. We go up there a lot in Smoky Mountains.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Smoky Mountains is definitely my favorite. That whole area is just so beautiful.
I love it up there.
Hmm.
I tell anybody that comes to Tennessee before you leave, always visit the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah. So you got any stories you want to tell?
Well, I lived in this house back in '05, and I would see people walking through there all the time, and my brother, he never believed me, and I'm Jesus. I'm all about Jesus or whatever. And I used to wear a cross back then. And my friend Angie, she always tell me about stories about people taking and blowing her ear or whatever. And my brother didn't believe me, and so I took him up there, and we went in the basement. That's where most of the activity was in the basement and the attic. And my friend set her phone down, and there was about 5 of us down there. And my friend Angie, she was like, if there's anybody down here, move that phone. Well, you could see the phone, it raised up and laid down and went back down on the table.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, and my brother flipped out, and he just seen this shadow like come up to him. And he said, Michelle, when it got right in your face, and you said, in the name of Jesus, get away from me, he disappeared. And then we went back upstairs where the attic was, and this big hand come out, and I could feel it go across my back. And
Oh, my
there were
God.
recordings. When we went back and heard the recordings, it was calling me the C word.
Oh, my
And
God.
yeah, it was mad at me because
Oh, wow.
it's a very, very, very scary situation. And we were coming back, and it was like my brother was possessed. He was behind me, and I was driving, and he pulled
Oh,
out this knife,
wow.
like this, I guess, like cutting knife for like box knife.
Mm,
And
yeah.
he said when we finally got to where we were going, he was like, all I could hear was them telling me to stab you, and the roads were nothing but flames, and there was demons on the hood and everything. I was scared to death.
Oh,
My
I
aunt had
bet.
to anoint him,
Oh,
and
my
the
God.
black. Yeah, he puked up black stuff.
Oh, my
It was,
God.
yeah, it was very, very scary.
That's
Very,
horrible.
yeah, and we called the spirit that was attached to him Toby.
Toby or
So,
Kobe?
Toby with the T.
Toby. Okay. Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah,
That
he
is
still has nightmares over
crazy.
that. Yeah, it was
That
very
is
scary.
just, that is a crazy story. Oh, my God. What
It was
about you,
very terrible.
Jakey? You got anything else? Another story you want to tell at all, Jakey?
Yes, the
Okay.
weirdest story, but it has to do with the paranormal.
Okay.
One Monday night, literally, like, because our house was a wooden house, and one Monday night, I was like sitting in this living room listening to music, and then all of a sudden, you know how when someone's like stomping on the floor and you could feel that?
Yep.
That's what I felt 3 times, but nobody
Oh,
was in the
wow.
living room. It was just me. And then literally the next day, my foster mom asked me, "Did you see any lights flickering?" And I'm like, "No," because when she got out of her car, she heard buzzing from the hydro lines because the hydro lines are connected from the house, from the hydro pole, and she heard buzzing, and then they were swaying back and forth, back and forth. which is, and there was no wind. She said there was no wind. And I'm like, wow, could be the spirits or something. I don't know. That's like, it could literally catch that house on fire. That was the oddest thing I ever heard of, like the hydro lines swaying back and forth. Like, I don't know. It's not even windy at all. That was like creepy.
Wow, that is. A lot of people are saying that the doll, they think the doll moved. Did you see anything too, Adam?
I noticed that David pointed it out, and then I looked back, and I was like, yes, her head has changed positions because she was looking more straightforward. And it was like she was looking at you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She doesn't look like she's smiling anymore either.
No, her smile is gone.
Like earlier, it looked like she had a full-blown smile.
Yeah, it's like her facial expressions in her head, it was so slow, I guess, that you really can't see it with, you know, I mean, there was a couple of times where you could see it because it was obvious. It just went, but I mean, usually it's like what I'll do with this live stream too is once it uploads is I will go and I'll take the mouse and I'll kind of go like this and watch, you know, and that's when you can catch it.
Okay, so we noticed it at 203, just call it 203 is about where David chimed in. So somewhere would be within that 2-window area. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Wow.
You know, and
give Beth a candy bar. I wouldn't mind having a candy bar myself right now. Shit.
You need a Snickers, Beth?
I don't need one, but I'd like one.
You know. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say you're not you and you're hungry.
I got a thing for chocolate. I'm a chocolate freak, but I've been trying to watch my weight and really watch my sugar levels and stuff. So
I'm in shape. It's called round. All right, round is a shape. I'll take it.
Honestly, I can relate to that. I feel like I've lost so much weight. I suffer from PCOS, so like losing weight is really hard on me. I think I ended up losing probably like 5 inches off my waistline, and I can almost fit into my belt.
Okay, well, good for you.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my cat.
Okay, good for you. That's good.
You know, you were talking about you being religious and having that experience with your brother. You know, I've found that. Okay, I believe in God. I've been baptized. I do believe that this isn't it. So with what I do in the paranormal, it becomes conflicting sometimes. But I found that in certain places, because of my faith, it's like I get the most negative experience, and it's almost whatever is there, it's trying to get me to change my views, and it's really conflicting. I mean, the Bible tells you not to do this.
I don't think it tells you not to do this. Does it really tell you that? I've never seen it.
It says something to the extent of
Probably just it's about raising the dead. We're not trying to raise the dead. We're trying to talk to them. That's my argument.
Well, it's the same thing with like drinking. I love this one. I can own this one in a minute. Talking about Jesus turning the water into wine. I always say Jesus turned the water into wine, not Mr. Pibb. That would have been a great choice, but that he didn't do it. And they're like, well, that didn't have alcohol in it. And I'm like, oh, really? Then why does it say, be not drunk on wine, but fruitful in the spirit of the Lord? Boom. Okay. So it did have alcohol in it. So, but not to play devil's advocate here. After my grandmother passed away, I had sent you one of those pictures. I think it was in the slideshow. We were standing outside her house after the funeral. After my grandma standing around.
Somebody turn. David, can you turn your volume down on there?
Better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Getting like an echo.
Yeah.
So we're all about to eat at her house, and we're all holding hands praying. And my back is to the wall, and I'm holding my uncle's hand and my cousin's hand, and this picture of Jesus that's set on the corner, like on the threshold, as you came through into the kitchen, had been hanging there for probably 20 years. In the middle of this prayer, directly after her funeral, it didn't fall down. It came off the wall and out. And
Oh wow.
the nail was still in place. The little, the thing that has like the teeth that you hang it on, it was still in place. There were no open windows, no open doors. It was just us standing around praying, and it came, like I said, about 3.5 foot outwards. And we both my uncle and I both opened our eyes and looked at each other, and we're like, oh, she's pissed. Maybe she went to hell. I don't know. And, this would be my mother's mom. And we talked about it afterwards, and Mom was like, she's probably just mad that we were all there, not paying her any attention. And
I feel you there. I lost 3 people in 1 year. 4 months apart.
So sorry. That's hard.
I have too.
My stepdad's mom, she died August 20th, and when they carried her out, there's like 2 big trees in the front yard, and when they carried her out, and as soon as they put her in the car, just a big old gust of wind come through and broke 2 big, huge limbs off the tree, and everybody scattered.
Oh my God! Wow.
Is she a nice person?
Wow.
Not really.
Wow. You're so welcome, Jeanette, and thank you so much for coming up here. I appreciate it. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like Rockabetty's gone too. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe she left. But David Pumpkins, how are you, and where are you from? Can you hear me? Oh, I think he's muted.
I am in Florida.
Okay.
And the story I have to tell is this.
What part of Florida?
My
I'm
mom was real big in the Church of Christ.
Okay.
And her sister and others, they would do these Ouija boards. And she knew that wasn't real because, well, she was taught that once the Bible, came into being, that the demons and spirits and all that stuff were gone. So she wanted to prove that the Ouija board wasn't real. So she had just come from a meeting at the church where they were talking about who was going to speak at this upcoming next meeting. And she said, if it knows things, ask it who's going to speak at that meeting. Well, she knew that none of them had been at the meeting and none of them knew it. And the Ouija board answered, and guess what?
What?
It was completely wrong.
Hmm.
Completely wrong. But a couple weeks go by, my mom's sitting there in church, and they say, well, Brother Johnson has become ill and is not going to be able to speak at this meeting, but he'll be replaced by the one that the Ouija board said. So that leaves 3 possibilities there.
Mm-hmm.
1, it's a coincidence. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
2, whatever they were speaking with had some sort of foreknowledge of what was going to happen. Or 3, which is the scariest one, it had the ability to go and make that person ill so that they couldn't speak at it, so that someone else would be taking their place. What would have been interesting, it would have been if she would have spoke with the leadership of the church to find out. It would have been really something if they would have said, well, actually, we asked 3 people to speak at it to take his place, and well, each one of them got sick. Now, if that would have been the case, you'd have been like, okay, wait a minute. But she never followed up with anything like that. I wish she had. But yeah, that was pretty freaky. She wasn't quite as sure that after that this Ouija board was nothing.
Well, most stories don't ever start good when it starts with a Ouija board.
I know.
It's just a short one. I was walking over to my neighbor's house to check on his house because he's out of town. This is just 2 days ago. and a blue sphere just appeared at a 45-degree angle up in the sky and just dropped to Earth. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I was like,
wow.
what? Can't repeat what I said. But I was just dumbfounded. I was like, what? I thought maybe a firework because people are doing fireworks, but I've seen a lot of fireworks. Nothing looks like that. And there was no sound to it or anything like that either.
Right.
Okay, that's my stories.
Wow.
I mean,
What?
you know, let's look at this. Okay, the Bible, when it was written,
Thank you.
I mean, how would they describe something like a tank or, you know, an airplane, you know, flaming chariots? You know, I mean, I've read the book Chariots of the Gods, and it kind of describes modern day UFOs. If you look at what they had it to compare to back then, they could only, you know, go off what they had. It's not like they had the technology or anything like that. So, Florida seems to be a hotbed of UFO activity as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a cat.
Well, he disappeared. I'm not sure if he went out or if he got knocked out. Like,
I wonder what part of Florida he was from.
I don't know. He never said. I'm not sure if he dropped out or what happened there. I didn't do it. As you see, here's my hands. I didn't boot anybody.
She's the ringleader, just so you know.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's no good story ever begins with, so we were playing with the Ouija board.
I know.
Somebody
I
questioned
don't.
I've
I
got
don't like
one.
it.
I've got one.
Yeah.
And my wife wants to use it, and I'm like, it's still
like
in the
them.
plastic.
Yeah.
The part of my brain that says, hey, let's play with it. It's just a game. Turns around and goes, I've been doing this long enough to know better than to do something stupid like this.
David said he's from Palm Bay, so he's from Palm Bay, Florida. Yeah.
Okay. I'm originally from St. Augustine. So, you know, I like knowing.
That's so awesome. So you were born and raised in the most haunted city in the United States.
They want to argue that in Savannah, but yes.
I think it's more haunted than Savannah, I think.
I think Savannah's equally equally haunted.
You think so? Yeah.
You know the big cemetery down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you turn in and you take that, you know, you turn in the left and you take that first row that takes you all the way out to the edge, and it starts to make that. There's this bright red, like, mausoleum that's stone. I mean, of course it's stone. It's a freaking mausoleum. What am I thinking? It's kind of late here. It's even later for you. So my daughter and she's probably 8, and my ex-wife, we go there and we stop at this mausoleum. It was like, oh, this is beautiful. And where it had settled, so like here's the front corner, it had kind of opened up a little bit. So I was explaining to my daughter how a mausoleum works, and we're looking in there. And this is the craziest thing. If I wish I could bite my pride and collar right now, and, you know, swallow my pride and collar to get her to confirm this. We're looking in there.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. All right, okay. Kathy Ann. Thank you so much for coming up, and maybe we can do this again sometime. Okay. You have a good night and happy 4th of July. It was great meeting you.
Happy 4th.
Yep.
So we're looking in there, and I'm explaining to her because we can see the casket, and you know, my ex-wife's parked maybe 20 feet away, and we hear this blood-curdling female scream. I kind of jumped. It came from right there where we were looking, within that mausoleum. I kid you not. What happened was my daughter, before I could even realize what had just happened, she literally was already in the car, locked. It's like she ran on air, probably took her 4 steps, like gone. And at that point, I'm dying laughing because of her reaction. She would not get out the rest of the
Oh
time
my
at that
God.
cemetery.
Really?
Yeah, it was just, I want to go back just for that mausoleum, just to see what I can find, see what I can experience. Because it, like I said, I
Yeah.
mean, when I got back in the car, I'm still laughing. And I mean, her eyes are like, bigger than, I've never seen them that big in my life.
Well, I love St. Augustine and I love Savannah both. I really do. Those are two of my favorite places.
St. Augustine, it's always going to be home to me. There's nothing that's going to change that. But when I go down there, it's like it's looking more and more like Orlando with the big signs everywhere.
I know.
And, like,
it's become so touristy there. It really has. And you can't, like in the summer, like right now, this time of the year, I wouldn't go there at all. There's too crowded.
But depending on, hurricanes and whatnot, I love to surf. So, I mean, I'll probably end up killing myself on a surfboard one of these days. That's how I'm going to go out. Just
shit.
Overconfidence. I haven't surfed in how many years, but, I surf when I go down there, but I haven't really got really good waves in many years. So I'll just get overconfident one day. And I mean, I think to me that would be a great way to go. At least doing something that I love.
Something that you love, yeah.
I don't get to live out my natural life.
Jeanette wants to know, have I ever been to the Sloss Furnace? No, I was going to go there one time, but the guy I spoke to on the phone from there said, this was a couple years back. He said, oh, this place isn't haunted. People keep talking about it's haunted and they want to come here and film, but it's not haunted at all. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's listed as being haunted. And I've heard that people said it was, but this guy that worked there swore up and down it was not haunted, and I don't waste my time coming there. So I never went there. I don't know if he was just a disgruntled employee. I have no clue.
It's weird. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I've heard so many people say it is.
Hold down the fort because I have to use the restroom real quick.
Got you covered. Go ahead, Rockabilly.
I find it kind of funny that they say that it's not haunted, but they allowed Omar to go there. I don't know why they would lie to Patty about all that stuff when they told Omar that it is haunted.
I've always wondered why certain places let certain people go and certain people not. I don't follow a lot of other YouTubers and what they do, but I know several people who have been to Sloss and they confirm that it is a haunted location. They have all had similar experiences. I'm trying to think of residentials aside, like the most intense place that I think I've ever been would have to be Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Well, did somebody just hear that whisper? Was that you, Jakey buddy?
No.
Did everybody hear that whisper? Because if so, it may have just came through on Patty's side.
I don't think so.
I don't think I heard a whisper.
I heard a whisper clear as day. Anybody else? Can I get a thumbs up if you heard that whisper come through?
Oh, you heard a whisper?
Yes, and it wasn't Jakey. It sounded. It was like.
I wonder if it was through mine when I had my headphones laying.
That's what I'm asking. People are hearing it.
Maybe Beth tried to speak.
I mean, I guess it's possible. What?
It was crazy. Yeah, I mean, that was nuts.
I had let me lay my headphones back down and see if you hear it again. Hold on.
Whoever was whispering, whisper back.
I think it happened. I heard something.
That was strange.
Did you hear it again?
Possibly, but
Something.
not like the first time.
Huh. I was just thinking maybe if I laid it, I don't know if I laid it back down, if it would happen again or not. But sound like a man's voice. Oh, I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah. So it'd probably be around 218 ish.
Okay.
That would be a fair assessment. I'd go back to 215
Okay.
because that was just insane. I mean, it was
Huh.
very. I could hear it clear as day. Um,
Good boy.
I could hear it clear as day. I couldn't make
Huh.
it out.
Wow.
It
That's
was a male voice.
interesting. It was a man's voice that was whispering. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, and
Makes me want to
nobody else
walk away
walked in.
again. Maybe I'm gonna walk away again and I'm gonna watch it from my phone, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I got the chat pulled up right here.
Oh, thank
All right,
you.
I'm gonna lay it down.
All right, let's see if we can hear this again.
All right, I'll walk away.
Are you okay, bud?
Whoever was talking, can you talk again? I'm going to mute my mic just so we can see if somebody comes through. Hey, Jakey, can you hit the mute button real quick, please? All right, if anybody was talking into Patty's microphone, please come back and talk again. We heard you.
I'm only gonna say real quick that I think maybe Beth's trying to warn Patty about
It's
something.
offline. Well, there's everybody back.
I think Beth might be trying to warn Patty about something. Like she was trying to whisper.
She just said that her front porch light went off, or motion sensor.
Yeah.
Okay, put back the spirit box to see who it was. Maybe they want to talk.
I think Beth is trying to say something to her because, like, she was there was like a whisper, and then when she leaves, her motion sensor comes off. It kind of clicks a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah. And Susie said she went back, and it was at 3. Let's see, 3:49 is where Susie Cheeks says it was. Maybe 2.
My cat even got uncomfortable too. He actually was trying to hop off my lap.
We Rider wants you to ask that thing to make it go off. Oh, she hasn't put her headset back on yet.
Oh, thank you to everybody who called my cat cute. I really appreciate it. I actually, my friend actually found him at a haunted construction site. So he's like my ghost watching buddy.
Might have been a bug that set it off out there. Might have been a bug that set it off out front. I don't know. I see like a bug flying around in front of the camera. It's the only thing I really see on the particular one that went off.
Well,
so
I don't know. It was weird. All the cameras that went offline for a moment. I don't know if everybody else saw that. We muted all the microphones. I know you probably saw that.
Yeah, I was watching from the garage.
Susie, I think I tagged you in the comment, had the timestamp.
Yeah.
She said 3:49. So
okay.
It'd probably be because this part of the chat, so you'll have to look back at the whole video.
Okay.
But that's where she said she heard it.
Okay.
I mean, it was clear as day. Something was said.
Oh, I gotta go back. I definitely gotta listen to that back. You said it's at 2:29. You said, or what'd you say?
Well, she said 3:49. That would be for the overall video, not the live video. So
okay, I got you.
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
David is saying that Tony sees a man by you and your curtains are moving.
My fan's on low again.
They see a man by you.
They see a man by me. It'd probably be my dad. It could have been him whispering in there.
Could have been, yeah.
I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Because this isn't the first time that my curtains have moved when something like that's happened.
I know.
Beth has changed her demeanor as well.
She has. I see it. I'm getting a weird vibe right now. Like maybe she is trying to warn me about something. I don't know. Huh.
What's he doing? What's my dad? Or what's this male doing?
What?
No, Raging Goose, not lately. But it's happened.
Yeah, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital is insane.
Is it? I've never been there.
Well, when you come up, we need to try and
put that
on the list.
Yeah, definitely.
That place, oh God. It's crazy that I've been there twice, and each time was a different experience.
Okay.
Stupid watch. It's crazy when your watch vibrates to tell you something. You're like, kind of, we're talking about paranormal, and this happens. Like I told you about us flatlining me and laying me underneath the sheet on the operating table, correct?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I heard footsteps, I heard voices, I heard clattering. They were 3 stories down. And, that is the biggest mind F that you could ever be, because you are in there in pitch black, laying underneath
God.
a sheet, and all this is going on around you. And
Oh, wow. Vicky says, count me in. I've been there. Yes, Vicky.
is it not?
With us
It's
for sure.
Is it not crazy, Vicky? I mean, that place is insane. And if anything else, the meth heads outside will keep you entertained.
Oh,
Will keep
God.
you on your toes.
Oh, no. Vicky says her jacket was tugged on.
I had a friend of mine get slapped in the back of the head.
Really? From there?
At there.
Oh, my God.
One of the guys that I told you that I still trust with my life, that I'm going to start doing paranormal investigating with again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got slapped in the back of the head.
Wow.
I mean, like audible.
Frank says the naughty nurse is cool there. The naughty nurse.
There's this one place.
Is she the one with the dirty knees? What do they call her again?
Don't make me say it. Don't.
I didn't know if anybody catch on or not. That's an old joke.
Her name's Nurse Becky.
Good night, Jeanette.
Good night, Jeanette.
Good night.
Nice meeting you. Thank you for coming up here.
We Rider just got it. that was a good one. Nurse Becky. I heard she's a queen too.
I'm so sorry about that, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Jackie. So, Jakey, where do you live at?
I live in southern Manitoba, Canada.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
wow,
you're
that's
in
a long way.
Canada.
You know where
Yeah.
Winnipeg is?
I've
Yes.
heard of it, but I've never been to Canada. But
I
I've
live
heard of
west of that, like an hour and 30 minutes west of that.
it. Okay.
Hmm
My Aunt Marie is from
I-
Canada. She's in Toronto.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
When it comes to the paranormal, when people are more sensitive to spirits, are they more likely to hear things and see things and experience more?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Mm.
that comes with it. Yeah, if you're sensitive to them, that's part of it. Where you're more likely to hear them, see them, feel them, things like that. You might have all
I've
the
been
clair,
watched before.
clairaudient, clairsentient,
Clairvoyant.
clairvoyant. Yep. Yep.
Here's the thing, Jakey. For the longest time, I wish I had that sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
that intuition, or that ability. And I've been doing this a long time. I can't even do math. It's too late for me right now. But now, knowing what I know, I'm glad I don't. If you do have it, and where you hear things and see things, maybe it's something that you could look into and talk to other people about, how to control it, how to block out the negative, and
Right. Yeah.
kind of figure a path of which enlightenment or which direction to go in.
Yeah.
Because it sounds to me as if you have some sort of some sort of intuition when it comes
Yeah.
to it, from your experiences and everything else. So
Mhm.
maybe talking to other psychics or other sensitives, other mediums, maybe they can help you out with things that they do and things that they
Mhm.
everybody's got their journey.
Yep. It's true. Hi, Kelly. That's funny, David, what David Hale said. Spirit
He
in a
said-
cemetery told him, go home, bitch. He goes, I turned around and saw nothing. Oh, that was somebody hiding behind a tree, David.
Yeah,
Somebody messing with you.
you probably found somebody's little hookup spot.
Yeah,
The scary
right.
thi- You want to know the scary part of the sensitivity to spirits? The feeling of you don't know if it's negative or not. Like, you don't know what it could do to you. That's what my feeling would be.
Yeah, that can be kind of scary. Sometimes you get a certain feeling when it's if your senses are really good, and after a while of doing this, your senses do become heightened, and you become very aware of your surroundings, and you can kind of feel it if it's good or bad. You can tell. I can. I mean, not everybody can, I guess, but a lot of people can, and I'm you know, been doing this for a while too, and now I can actually feel it. If there's something bad, the hair will start standing up on the back of my neck and around my arms and just my whole body, and then when I get like that, I tend to just get away from that particular area because I'm like, nah, I don't know about this. I don't know what I'm walking into, and I don't really want to know at this point. I just want to walk
I've
away.
heard words before where I'm like, about the sleep paralysis thing. I remember those two words one of the spirits said because I was telling them it was my birthday. And then as I was experiencing this paralysis thing, I heard the word happy birthday. Like it was
Oh
whispering to me.
wow,
And I'm
really?
like, yeah. And then I woke up and I'm like, well, thank you. And then literally a few nights later, again, I experienced sleep paralysis. And then this next word was like, what was that? And I wake
Wow.
up and I just answered it, and all of a sudden it was like, okay.
Huh.
Like I was probably my most sensitive part would be like from getting sleep paralysis where I can hear things easier. That's the
Yeah.
only two words I remember still to this day.
Wow. David said he ran home. He said it was like a
It was a
whisper.
whisper. Yeah.
I hear whispers a lot. And I never used to before, unless it was there and I just didn't notice it. But I notice a lot more now that I've been doing this a while. I do notice a lot more things. But I hear whispers all the time when I go into places. I hear them out in my backyard. I'll hear
Yeah,
them, and it's like
your backyard's crazy. I've seen the
I'm
videos.
oh my God, yeah. I haven't been out there in a couple of days. I looked out the window today and I'm like, hello, backyard. I just haven't went out there. It's just so hot during the day. I don't even want to go outside, but I haven't went out there in a couple of days.
And it is crazy. The longer you get into this, you learn to trust your gut feeling.
You
Like you can
do.
go into a place and you can just feel the
Hmm.
energy. And I don't think
Yeah.
that I think that's just after dealing with it and going to these places so many
Yeah.
times.
Oh yeah.
You learn
Definitely.
to not only read the room but read the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can kind of feel what
Mm-hmm.
you might not know what went on there, but you might know something. You can feel
Right.
something negative or something positive, and
Right.
that goes into partially of the stone tape theory. Um, if you know what the stone tape theory is, right?
I've heard of it. What is it?
So basically, let's say you and I are in a room and we get in this big argument, and
Hmm.
it's our energy is absorbed into the studs of the wall, the furniture, the whole 9 yards.
Hmm.
Well, let's say 50 years from now, and I've always questioned this. Is it possible to be alive and haunt yourself? This is what they call the unintelligent haunting. Basically, all the 50 years on the same date go by, and the temperature is the same, the barometric pressure is the same, every
Mm.
little part of the the stars are in the same place, everything lines up, and next thing you know, you hear this argument, or you even see us in this argument, and it's unintelligent. It's just our energy changing forms and our energy coming back out.
Hmm.
um, so it's always made me wonder, is it possible that you could haunt your own self with,
Yeah.
they say it's like the record player just going on a loop.
Yeah. I've heard of something like that before. Yeah.
Would that be like
under
residual energy?
Like one of the
yeah.
one of the hotels that I went to in South Carolina was telling me that every year around the same time they've noticed they see this woman in a black dress move through the lobby and go right like through one wall and across the lobby and through the other wall. And a lot of people have seen this, not caught it on camera, but have actually seen it. Well, once they did some research on it, they realized that it was happening the same day around the same time every single year. Same day, same time. Isn't that crazy? So that's kind of like what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's like the time, the date, everything's just lined up, and it's just, and it doesn't even know it's happening. It's just another form of energy because,
right.
If you go into the first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only change, it can only change forms. So, I mean, when we get emotional, that is energy that is being emitted out into, the universe, everything that we do.
It's true.
So, when people start talking about that, I always sit there and I've never bothered to say, hey, is it possible to haunt yourself from like a really bad argument 10 years ago that you still got the furniture and you're still in the same place and it just comes back out, And then you go, holy crap, this place is haunted. No, it's just you reliving.
Yeah, it's true. Wesley says, I'm starting to get goosebumps here. Anne asked me how I'm feeling. I'm feeling all right. My stomach's bothering me a little bit tonight. It's starting to bother me a little bit more now. I've got these weird achy. I get this a lot. I think I got some diverticulitis going on in there and stuff like that.
Patty.
Yes.
The only haunted place that I've been to was my foster home. The reason was because I was there for 14 years, and back in 2005 of May, that's when I moved there, and I came out of July of 2018 or something like that. 14 years I was living there, and that's the only haunted place I've been to.
Wow.
When I was 5 years old,
though? Were you with a good family?
Yeah. When I was 5 years old, this is really creepy. When I was 5 years old, my foster mom had a wind chime and like a little swing, like an umbrella on the top of the swing, and there's like made out of wood. And there was these two wind chimes hanging. And I remember I was ringing because I loved wind chimes so much. I was ringing one of them for like a long time. And basically, I just got carried back like you know how when you carry a little kid from touching something, that's how it was like for me. And I thought that was my foster grandpa because it was on a Monday night, and when I looked back, there was nobody there. It was like the word said "do not touch," and it was a male. I heard it all my life. I heard that it was a male that said "do not touch" because I was ringing out one time. I just loved it, and that kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
So now that makes me wonder what that was.
Yeah, like me, I had a man talking to me a lot when I was younger, and I never really figured out who it was. Maybe it was a grandfather or something. I don't know, but he would warn me about things and tell me things, like get away from there. Patty, you need to listen to me. I'm like looking around, like, where is this man coming from? I remember early age, of like 5 and 6, this started happening.
And by the way, over there, I even definitely believe in spirits and ghosts and stuff like that, but I asked them if they believe in the paranormal, and they don't. Like, they don't believe in anything. Yeah, because even though I experienced things in that house, like if I heard footsteps, I know I believe in that. If I seen something move off the counter or something, I believe in that, but they don't hear it because they're not like. If you're not sensitive to spirits, you're more likely not to hear anything as much as to others. Like I'm like the only one that hears things, but not them, and it's only in the middle of the night that happens. Like
Huh.
there was this one night that I woke up. It was like 2:30ish in the morning, and I'm out of my bedroom, and all of a sudden I thought there was my because we had a little kid, and I thought I heard footsteps, which normally happens because when you hear footsteps, it happens. And then I kind of go back into my room because I was kind of scared. All of a sudden I looked. A second later, there was no one in the living room. Everything was still asleep.
Hmm.
And I'm like, that makes me wonder, wow, that's a spirit in their house.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Like they're
Sounds like
so
you're definitely.
invisible. I even see them in the corner of my eye. That kind of creeps me out.
Yeah, I think you're definitely sensitive to spirits. If you're going through all that. And how old are you now?
I'm 21, almost 22 in
Okay.
5 months
It's
in
been going on for a
October.
long time then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
There was like things I still remember. Like there was probably it was Christmas. I had this little tornado thing that was made out of water, and it's a machine that's supposed to make this tornado. And that thing got knocked over onto the floor off my dresser. It was filled up with water, and that somehow just got knocked over and broke. And it was not
Wow.
even me. Like how like I was sleeping, and all of a sudden I hear this crash, and then I'm like, well, what was that? It was like 12:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably was a spirit. Like
Yeah.
there's dark spirits there and light spirits. Like the only
Right.
spirits that I saw, the only spirits that I saw when I experienced sleep paralysis was the dark ones, like the shadowy ones.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm kind of getting tired of the sleep paralysis stuff, you know. Like
Oh yeah. Going
there
through
was
a
this
little bit
one
of that
night that
myself.
I've experienced it 7 times. Like I went to bed, experienced it, got up, told the spirit to stop, and then I went back to bed, and then I experienced it several times, and I was like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm just gonna stay up, I guess."
Mm-hmm.
Like sleep paralysis, not everyone wants to experience it like a million times a night. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's probably because they're sleeping on their back, and that's how it probably happens.
Sweet Meow says I'm always woken up at 3:30 in the morning from yeah, I wake up a lot of times if at around that time. If I'm not going to bed at 3:30 in the morning, because a lot of times that's when I'm going to bed, but I
Normally, I wake up at
get woken up
12:30.
a lot. Really?
Yeah, and because like I wake up at 12:30 in the morning, do my little paranormal investigation. Like I'm some kind of pro, listening and seeing what I can capture. And I have these dowsing rods in case I need to communicate, and they came through really well. And there was this time that I was asking a spirit something, and all of a sudden, from the bottom of my closet on her right side, there was this ball of light, and it made
Oh,
some kind of
really?
blow. Yeah, it was like a ball of light for a second. I couldn't see it, and then after that, there was a plastic hanger that flew off the closet,
Oh,
and that kind
wow.
of scared me. That kind of scared me a bit.
That
I
would
went to
scare
go
me
turn on
too.
I turned on my light, and then I could
Mm-hmm.
like picture a little white figure standing there from the
Oh my
closet.
God.
It's
Wow.
kind of like it's like the outlines of the body, like creeps
Yeah.
me out.
I think you've got something that wants to communicate with you, Jakey. That's why I was
Mm-hmm.
saying,
Yep.
I would definitely, first thing I would do is I would lay down some ground rules. Don't necessarily run it off, but you need to say, hey, look, this is how it's going to be. This isn't accepted. And, you know,
Yep. I
tell it if it
agree.
keeps crossing these boundaries, at that point, you're going to find a way to, you know, find a way to get rid of it, whether it be through religious means or however.
Mm-hmm.
But if it respects these boundaries, if it's trying to communicate with you, I would then start talking to other, psychic mediums and figuring out how the appropriate way to go communicating with whatever is trying to communicate with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you would hate to think that you'd run somebody, a loved one away, or somebody that's important in your life that just doesn't know how to communicate with you, or doesn't understand that you're more sensitive than, the typical person like me, or, maybe they don't realize that they're doing this to you. So if you lay down like these ground rules, kind of like with Patty when she does the spirit box session, it's like, you're more than welcome to come through and you're more than welcome to talk. But hey, look, at the end, you got to go. You can't stay here.
Yeah.
That's rule number one. And you've got to stay firm in these convictions. And while you figure out how it is that you need to communicate, or how it is that you learn to communicate, that's more of what the paranormal and the psychics, the mediums, the sensitives, that's what we should be striving for, is learning from each other and not fighting each other. This is one of the things I love most about Wee Rider says Jakey has a darker energy around him, though. I have to say it so he can pray about it. See, and that's the perfect person to start talking to, trying to figure it out, because, with each joint paranormal investigation that I go on, I learn something about how maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there's a better way to go about it. And like Wee Rider says, always protect yourself.
Yeah.
That's extremely important.
Yeah.
I've seen crazy things. I've had something follow me home, and that was the one time I didn't lay down the rules. Now, I had to kick it out, and I did get back in my car and told it to get in, and drove it back to where it was. Even opened the door and said,
I've done that.
Get back out.
I've done that. Yes. It's been about 3 or 4 years, but I have done that.
the one time I didn't, it happened. And, you, like I said, if you've got like Wee Rider, I truly believe she can see, some people, can see more than others.
Right.
Wee Rider, I believe, is full blown. She can see. She's chimed in with things that I would have never, unless you knew me or knew me personally or knew of these things personally, you would never know. So, she's saying you have a darker energy around you. Pray. Prayer is the first.
Definitely, definitely helps by praying, and always say, in Jesus' name, I ask you to leave, however you want to word it. I mean, there's no particular way you just gotta pray. You can say it however you want to say it, but
it's got to come from the heart.
Yes, that's got to come from the heart. Yep, exactly.
That's one of the biggest things, and and that's another thing too. I've noticed at particular places that, because I believe in God, where other people are more agnostic, they believe in something, but because I believe in God, I have a more negative experience than the other people. Patty,
have you ever been touched and just, well, I don't know if I didn't feel it. That'd be hard to answer. Ever been touched and just did not feel it? Well, I wouldn't know if I didn't feel it.
I don't know if my mind's playing tricks on me or not, but I've been looking back and forth at my llama. It's a purple llama over there on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
I feel like it's moved a bit further off my bookshelf, and I feel like I'm being watched. Like I just had shivers go up my spine twice.
Oh wow!
And earlier, my cat was tracking the room.
Name.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed your your cat was very, very
Yeah.
comfortable, and then all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah,
gone.
so zooming around. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually got well, if you want to know his name's Stormy. I actually got him from my friend who I found him at a haunted construction site. So he's one cool cat.
Yeah. I
we
like that.
actually watch Patty's videos together. I was sitting there.
Oh,
Next thing I know,
really?
I look next to me. He's just right there, just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats especially tell you
You're
when
right.
there's a spirit there. Yeah, cats
Yes.
do. That's for sure.
Did I show you all this video? So this was the day that my father passed away. The morning of, they had just taken his body out, and basically, let me try and sort my video. And let me just find it. These cats were never allowed in his room, and I gave my mom this cat. They named it Mickey. He laid on my dad's bed and started going crazy. And this was his body had probably been gone 45 minutes. And I swear to you, it was probably him saying, "Get out of my damn bed, Mickey." I don't know. But I didn't even realize I was recording. I was just taking pictures because, like if you look at the succession of pictures, we thought it was weird that the cat was laying on his bed. So let's see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even realize that I had recorded this. Let me find it. I think it's, yeah, that's the video right there. So let me unmute it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was getting 12 miles to the gallon. I was spending $110 a week to go to work only. I literally would come home and park. And I was like, this is no way to live.
So you staying all summer?
I went down. I found a good deal on the car that I wanted.
No, we'll do something.
Mercedes-Benz. So
maybe he's not. He might be fussing at him right now to get off his bed.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was recording. And then after I said that, I looked down. I was like, oh, but you hear the cat.
Yeah.
Dad hated that cat. No cats, because of his wonky sleeping schedule. He had his own bedroom. My mom had his own bedroom. It was nothing, it wasn't anything to do with love or tolerance. It was, he would stay up the weirdest hours and then sleep the weirdest hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about 45 minutes after he was gone. The neighbor came over. I was talking. He had his daughters were in town from Iowa. And I was talking to him, seeing if they were staying all summer. And my daughter was in the room. That's, my daughter said, "What? He's gone." My dad hated that cat, but he was laying right in his spot, right where he slept every night, just going nuts. And
there's got to be something to that.
Yeah. And like I said, I didn't even realize I was recording.
Yeah.
I thought I was just holding my camera. I took a couple of pictures, thought I was just recording, and then, that was that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you can have a cat where you're at, Jakey. But I mean, they do make great companions.
Yeah, they really do. I love cats. I love dogs too. I love animals. I'm allergic to animals, so I can't be around them a whole lot, but we have animals here. We have 4 cats here and 5 dogs, but they're upstairs. But I just love them,
We had 2 cats at our house. One was named Max, the black one, and then one was named Gabs, the white one.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, Max would eat his food, and then Gabs would eat his normal food, but then Max would fight him all the time, every once in a while. That's why we have to stop Max. He loves fighting Gabs all the time. I don't know why. And then they went outside this one time, and we never found both of them for like 2 weeks. I don't know where they were, probably on vacation. One came back after 2 weeks, was Max. He came back, but Gabs never came back, and he's still gone. He's never came back for a month. So probably he's a father to another cat, probably. So we only have one cat now, and he's doing very well.
You okay,
I feel
Betty?
like he's.
Everybody's. Oops, sorry.
I feel like he's smart. I mean,
yeah, cats
he's
are
like,
very smart.
Yeah, I feel like he can read our like whatever we see. I feel like he can answer like in meow kind of language. So like the thing is he loves treats. That's what he loves.
Yeah.
That's why he's always after them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the dogs that we have is like a few dogs, like we have like 5 dogs, I think. Well, we had way more than that, but we gave some away because they were small puppies. And yeah, we had 4 guard dogs actually. And yeah, and then we have 2 indoor dogs that we keep.
Yeah. Are you okay, Betty? Is this something going on?
I just heard something like moving, like a creak in my room somewhere, and I don't know where my cat is.
Oh no.
He's sleeping on the bed. Like, I have a bed that belonged to like a dead surgeon. This cat loves this bed. I've even had the doctor there like come visit my place before. My mom sensed him, so is my cat. My cat's laying on my bed, but I heard a creak somewhere in my room, and I don't know what's going on, and it's freaking me out.
Yeah, we can tell. All of us can see it. Layla, yeah, you're right. Adam does have that radio voice.
And Sweetie
he does. You have that good voice for like on the radio, or like what is it called when someone's doing the voice for like
Audibles. They're like
videos, and yeah, you have the voice for that. You really do.
Yeah, I've also been told I have the face for radio too. So I mean, I don't know.
You do. You do. You look like you could be somebody famous on the radio or something.
See right here. Look, that's how beautiful I'd be on the radio.
What confuses me also is Sweetie mentioned earlier that there's a girl spirit connected to my llama.
Who somebody told you that?
Sweetie.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know who would be connected to her. That's the thing, because I haven't had any little girl spirits anywhere, or maybe like maybe it's a grown girl spirit, because I know Brandy chills in my room sometimes. Is it a grown girl or a little girl?
I lost all audio.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
That was weird.
A smaller girl.
Maybe YouTube don't like it that I've been live so long. They're like, get out of there, girl.
I think.
How long are we going on? We got 3 hours on this.
I think the only.
I miss my brother.
Oh, you know, if it's an adult, it might be Brandy, because she's the only girl that I know she's the only person I know that's actually been deceased for a while. So it might be her.
It might be.
She was
huh? I was going to ask. There's like a delay, and that's why I keep accidentally talking over everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a delay. God, I forgot his name now. What's his? Jakey. So you said you miss your brother. Where's your brother? Die?
My brother's in heaven. Yes, he. This is a sad thing. I know. I mean, I wasn't there at the time. It happened like back in 2010. His birthday is May 4th, and he died May 2nd from smoke inhalation. And he was only 2 years old, and I was not there. But the thing was,
when this happened?
I was probably 10 years old.
Okay.
I was probably like in grade 2, 3s in school.
So you have a good memory of him then. You remember
Yeah.
him.
I mean, the
Yeah.
only memory I have of him is when I was small, because I was on visits and with my parents and my brothers and sisters. That's the only time I remember him as small. But
Aw.
the thing is, he never came through my dreams. But the thing is, he came through my like the spirit communicating thing. That's when he came through. And then when I moved here, we had a psychic medium, like some kind of feast for my loved one, and basically this she was doing some kind of prayer about my brother to come down and invite us, like to come and eat with us, and basically he's 14 years old now. He just had his birthday a couple of months ago, and she said that he's tall, taller than all of us, and she can see him because she's
Oh,
a psychic,
wow.
and she can see him. So I never
Wow.
ever got a chance to see him in my dreams ever.
Yeah. Oh.
And that house fire was catastrophic. That was pretty traumatizing for them. That was the only one
Yeah.
that passed. Mm. It
Wow.
took
I'm so sorry
the
to hear
thing.
about that.
The thing was when my mom was calling my brother to say his name and "Are you there?" and he wasn't responding. Like
Mm.
like she was like crying because to get his response to say hello or something. But once all that smoke went to his lungs, he passed out and
Oh.
died.
I'm so
And
sorry to hear that.
I only got photos of that. Somebody showed me photos of that, and it's on Google too. Like it's
Right.
on
Okay.
yeah. Like if you search up Curtis Laporte, the word Laporte is Laporte.
Okay.
You'll see some pictures of him, and then you'll read like this article of like how it happened, and it happened at 10 o'clock. That's when the house was engulfed in flames.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Abby, for being a member for 13 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, We Writer wants to know, Jakey, do you have any shamans in your family, or do you know?
I don't know what shamans are, to be honest. Like,
I kind of know, but I don't really want to say it wrong or explain it wrong. What about you, Adam? Do you know how to explain a shaman?
Google's about to tell me.
Huh? Oh,
Google.
I
So
have only one
shaman.
brother and two
That's
sisters.
I know. I've
person.
heard of a shaman. I just can't. I couldn't think of how to explain it.
Okay, so it is a noun. A person regarded as having access to and influence in the word of good and evil spirits, especially among some peoples of Northern Asia and Northern America. Typically, such people enter a trance state during a ritual and practice divination. That's a big word for me, and healing. And yes, I do have a bachelor's degree. So, and then there's
I do too.
shamanism.
You would never know it. I do too. Trust me.
Shamanism is a religious practice that involves a practitioner, the shaman, interacting with what they believe to be a spirit world through an altered state of consciousness, such as a trance. The goal of this is usually to direct spirits or spiritual energies into the physical world for the purpose of healing, that divination, I guess the divine, or to aid human beings in some other way. You know what? Just so we can argue this, I'm going to copy that, and then here we go, paste, and it should tell me how to pronounce it. Oh wow,
I
that's
think
all
I
messed
I
up.
think I
It's
do have a First Nations healer, to be honest.
Divinisha. I don't know. It's got an upside down backwards E with an up. Never mind.
We Writer said they can get rid of negative energies in you. Okay. I think I have heard that. They're more spiritual. Donnie, no, I've never been to Houston. Never been to Texas at all.
You should. That's where I am. I would love to meet you in
Yeah.
person. I'll buy you coffee.
Okay. I'm on my way. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
That's a long ways to go for a cup of coffee, but I do want to go to
Wait.
Texas one day. I will make it there one day, hopefully.
I know
I've
in
been
like
planning it for a while, and it just seems to never work out.
I know somewhere in Houston we have this. I have to find the name of it again, but it's this road where
Oh,
apparently like you have to
divination.
like really pray and tell nobody to follow you at all. Because when you go down this road and everything, nobody leaves down that road without having something following them home.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one where if you step or if you stand or if you stop on a bridge, you'll start hearing soldiers tapping on your car windows and leaving handprints.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've never gone ghost hunting before because my mom wants me to go with someone that's like more experienced.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would go, but she only does exorcist.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah, she does exorcism. She recently became a ordained priest, or I think it's a priest or a minister.
Ordained minister, yeah.
Yeah, and she said
One of my best friend, that's what she's an ordained minister.
Yeah. If you remember, the first time I actually spoke to you was when I was looking for information that my mom could use for something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. We found out that the entity she was fighting was actually one that attacked me 25 years ago when I was a baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still around. And when she came to go get rid of it, it told her, "Hey, I remember you. I remember your daughter." And she
wow.
told the entity that, "Yeah, you didn't get her, and you're not gonna get this one either."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Have we watched the movie
That's it. There you go. Have at it. It's all you. Please pronounce it. Because I'm like, that. Forget it.
Divination? I don't know.
I think it's divination.
Hard to believe I'm a college graduate. I can't even spell half this shit out there anymore. I don't know. I used to be able to spell so good, and now I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, and I mean, plus I've been out of school for so many years, and I'm kind of out of the loop, with the whole spelling thing. Yeah, I think you just tend to forget.
Thank
my
God
daughter,
for autocorrect.
Yeah, my daughter's the same way. She's like, God, I used to be able to spell so good. What's going on? It happens, Heather. Yeah.
No, but I am going to watch that movie now that you mention it. Jackie.
I think I need to watch it too. Where's it at? Is it on
Netflix,
or
Amazon,
what is it on? Hey there, Tez. There she is. Hey, in Tallahassee, Jason. How are you?
Oh, I need to ask
Another Floridian.
So, Pat, there's a question I want to ask you. Have you been
Okay.
in Antonio, Texas, by any chance?
Who? Me?
Yes.
Oh no, I've never been to any part of Texas.
If you ever go to San Antonio, I am requesting that you please go to the Minger Hotel. There is rumors, like a bunch of rumors, that people actually see the President Teddy Roosevelt in the bar room.
Really? Oh, that'd be cool.
When I was in San Antonio after my graduation, I graduated back in 2015, I found out that barely anybody can actually stay a full night in the Minger Hotel without running out screaming.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Huh. Wow.
So I'm really hoping that you go there. I would love to see how you tackle on this place.
I would love to go there.
There's,
yeah. I'm going to Louisiana in September. I'm going to Louisiana. We got a place that I can't say where we're going right now, but one of the places we're going to, Ghost Adventures, has been there before, and we've had it booked for about 3 months now. So we're going there. We're excited about it.
Actually,
down in the bayou.
Oh yeah, we're going down to the bayou.
Bayou boat. I all mine.
We got a bunch of Cajun police officer friends there, and they hooked us up last time with some Cajun food. It was amazing. They cooked right at the police department. in the kitchen area in the back part of the police department. They cooked the chief of police actually cooked us a big old pot of gumbo. It was really good.
I
It
love
was really
Cajun
good.
food. It's
Cajun
really
food is
good.
amazing, especially if you are down there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Went to a restaurant one night for Cajun food. That was amazing. The shrimp, oh my God, it was so good. I can't wait to go back there to just for the food.
I think the only closest thing I ever get to when it comes to Cajun food is red beans and rice from Popeyes or Huntsville's or Huntsville when it comes to my aunt to make crawfish.
You know, I love Popeyes. That's the one thing I really do like from Popeyes. Not only their biscuits, but I love their Cajun, the
my
rice and
gosh.
beans. That
Yes.
is one thing I love. I'll go through the drive-through sometimes and get me one of those and a biscuit, and that's what I eat. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Forgive me for going teenager on you for a moment, but preach, sister, preach.
Christian is a lurker. Yep, Christian is a lurker. What's that? Spirits are
Patty.
What is
Somebody
that?
was saying something about me playing drums, so I was at the studio. I was saying,
awesome.
yeah, check it out.
You're
That was back when my beard was still brown. Let me go back
cool. My son played the drums too, Gary. He was a drummer. Oh wow. Yep, look at that.
Play like Animal.
I'll be darned.
That was my retirement kit. So
wow, look at that. Awesome.
So yeah, somebody said something about me playing the guitar. They were saying something about me singing because of my voice, and I said, "Look, if you get me drunk enough one night, I may just play and sing for y'all."
That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. We might have to do we might have to go unless it's your own original stuff, but we might have to go do a live on YouTube will give us a copyright. We might have to do it on Facebook.
I can do it. I've got originals.
Okay. Oh, then if you got originals, we can do it on YouTube.
Honestly, when it comes to singing, I love to sing. I'm actually trying to go for The Voice next year because it's been I was 5 years old. Yeah, I want to be the next country starlet. Please pray for me. That.
Okay, well we will pray for you. I hope it happens for you, girl.
Me too. My grandma told me my grandma told me when she was around if I didn't go for that, she's gonna come out of her grave and kick my own ass.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. You know, you can't achieve if you don't try.
That's right. You got that right.
And here's the thing too. Also, so many people are going independent now. It's driving the labels nuts because when you do get signed to a label, she has a video where she's singing and sweetening your coffee.
Cornbread with honey. Yes.
That's good. But yeah, when you get signed to a label, you become basically, you're a product to them. You're no longer a person. So once again, when we talk about paths, there's no shame and going out on your own. And, you don't have to have professional studios anymore with an engineer. Everything you need to know is out there on YouTube. You could start with a simple microphone and a karaoke track, and it may not be monetized because you aren't singing originals, but it gets your voice out there and it gets your name out there. Then you learn how, or you find someone who knows how to mix music or create, basically tracks for you to put your vocals and your lyrics on top of. And it can literally just start stacking on top of each other. Next thing you know, you're paying to have your own stuff pressed out. It's sold. You're bringing in your money, and it's going to you.
What is the most active location that you've been to? Well, for me, it's been, I would say, the Shadow Cemetery and the border of Georgia and Florida, or the Jasper Jail. Brushy Mountain prison is pretty active. I mean, there's a few places. There's just so many places that I've been to. A lot of them, they they say they're really, really haunted. Those are the ones that I didn't really get a whole lot from. It's usually
Yeah.
the ones that aren't really advertised as being extremely haunted, and you go into there thinking, so we'll go check it out. And the next thing you know, that's where everything, like the Jasper Jail. I had no clue. That place is, you could hear voices and whistles throughout the night and everything. It was crazy. Like the upstairs, like the guard walking around whistling,
Hey,
and the
Patty,
guy followed me home from there too. What's that?
I have one question for you.
Okay.
Had you ever woken up to your name called that it
Yes.
sounded like your mom?
Yes.
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 I have
You
because
have?
I was like sleeping, and I'm like all of a sudden it sounded like, because normally around like 12 we get called downstairs for breakfast, and literally it sounded like my mom calling us, because, or calling me actually. And then I went downstairs and there's nobody down there, but I
That's happened
swear
to
it
me.
sounded like my mom calling me, but
Yeah,
they were
that's happened to
shopping.
me. Yep, it's happened to me so many times over the years. I can't even count. I mean, it's just so many. This goes back from when I was real little, and I would get up and I'd go out and I'd say, "Mama, did you call me?" And she's like, "No, I didn't call you." And I was asleep and I heard her calling me. But I mean, even since she's passed away, I've heard her and my dad. I heard my dad for probably 2 years straight, at least 10 times. I would hear him calling my name, and it would wake me up instantly, but I knew when I woke up, I knew it was my dad's voice. I could still hear it in my head, it's like I knew, you know what I'm talking about. You just know that's that voice, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that was my dad." And then I'd get up and walk around thinking, "Is he trying to warn me about something?" Well, one time when that happened, years ago, my kids, my I didn't have grandkids at the time, but my kids were younger. I got up because it happened, and I heard him so loud and clear saying, "Patty," like really loud. So I get up and I walk around and look, and I'll be damned if the curtain wasn't catching on fire from a candle that was lit, and the wind had blew the curtain in, and it was getting ready to catch the house on fire. So I
Wow.
feel like to this day, I know that was my dad waking me up saying, "Get up, the house is about to catch on fire." So ever since that happened to me, and I knew, I put the fire out, took the little thing, in the sink that you spray, I sprayed it, knocked it out, threw it out back, whatever. I got the fire out. But it could have been so much worse. But
Yeah, even
had I not been woken up, who knows what would have happened. And after that, every time I hear my name being called now, I definitely get up and look around really good, because you just never know if they're trying to warn you of something.
yeah, this happened last year. I was outside sitting on the deck, and then all of a sudden it sounded like my name was called. But then I went inside and I asked them, "Mom, did you call my name?" All of a sudden, all of them were like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, because I heard my name." Well, that could be a spirit giving me a sign of something. I don't know why they're calling my name. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm sitting outside by myself, having a good time, and all of a sudden, I just hear my name called, just out of nowhere.
Wow, that's
That
interesting.
happened twice.
I believe you. I'm telling you, it's happened to me too. I know exactly what you're saying. Rosanna says that we should do a karaoke day. We can do karaoke over on D Live. You're allowed to do that over there. And I used to, back when COVID first hit and we were all locked up and couldn't go nowhere, I was doing karaoke's over there on D Live.
We'll have to do it earlier in the night because it's 2 o'clock your time, 1 o'clock mine. I'd end up waking up
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah, we definitely can't do
Yeah.
that now, but we'll do that sometime for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and end this because it is getting late, and I know
Oh,
we've been here for quite a while, and I'm tired.
real quick, I have one more thing to share for a story. I legit just popped in my head out of nowhere from me. So I don't know how many people have been like to Disney World, like the big one in Orlando.
Yeah, I've been there a couple
There's
times.
actually when I went there and everything, I was doing a lot of I was like, I'm normally the person that goes on YouTube and finds like these top 10 stories or things that like companies don't want you to know. And I found one for Disney that they don't like a lot of people knowing. And I don't know if it was my mind playing tricks on me or not, but I had watched something in the video where it was claimed that that a family member had actually placed their deceased relatives' ashes on the haunted museum ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard about that.
And when I was going on the haunted museum and everything, we were looking. There was this part in the ride where I remember the part in the movie for the haunted museum where they're going through the forest and they see all the spirits and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But they have one of those, and normally what happens? They have these mirrors, and it'll show on the mirrors like projections where you have little spirits dangling off of your ride. And when it was going on and everything, my dad and me, we ended up seeing this shadow figure of like what looked to be like maybe like a small kid or something in the mirror, and we caught it again when we were leaving the ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I know that there's been people that have had their ashes scattered at Disney. At least I don't know for sure, but I have heard of it.
Oh no, it's happened. It's happened.
It happened. Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't
and when they have to
100%
shut down the
sure.
entire ride,
Oh,
people
Lord.
try and sneak it in. It's one of the Haunted Mansion is one of the #1 attractions that people want their ashes spread at. So
Oh.
if you ever go there and it gets shut down for no reason, they have to go in there and sanitize it from top to bottom. I have a friend, actually he's a paranormal investigator as well. He works at Disney. He got an internship down there, and now he works there, and he says it happens more often than not.
Wow.
This is confirmed. I can get him on one night.
Wow, that's crazy. So they're not allowed to do it then. People just do it.
No,
Okay.
people just do
I
it.
would
They'll
think
sneak
so.
in. They'll
Yeah.
sneak in. I mean, like, my thing is I get it. It's your final wish. You want to go. That's where you want to be spread, but don't ruin it for everybody else. I mean,
I know.
Disney's already painful enough as it is. Then to go in there and take a small vial and be like, whatever. Don't take the entire.
Exactly. You could take a small vial and easily
get
put
away
it
with
in.
that. You can pour it in your hand and cough it out. There you go.
Yeah. You could go put it in a flower bed or somewhere, something. Yeah.
But don't shut down the ride.
Yeah. The one thing I wanted to catch over there is they have an area where Walt Disney had his office with a lamp. Like I think it was like the firehouse or fire station place. And there's been sightings and reportings of like employees there saying that they'll catch something moving inside of his office above the firehouse. That's because his lamp goes out or the lamp turns on when it's not supposed to be on. It's crazy.
Huh. I'll be darned. Interesting. Somebody, let's see. What did she say? On a wedding dress at the Haunted Mansion. Okay. So I don't think I've ever went to the Haunted Mansion there. I've been to the Haunted Mansion in Gatlinburg. I think it's in Gatlinburg. That place is creepy as heck. But I don't think I've been to one in Disney. I just don't. Disney to me is just too damn crowded and way overpriced. I haven't been there a whole lot. I mean, I've been there twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah,
and I
I was
don't
gonna
live far from it, but it's just too damn expensive. It's overrated. It's just I don't know. It's too crowded. It's too hot in the summer. I don't know. Too much walking.
Most miserable place.
I don't care for it. Yeah.
It's just, I don't need to go pay $5 for a bottle of water.
I know.
$30 for a hamburger and fries.
Yep.
And then be around a bunch of people who just basically give their kids sugar highs. And it's like, yeah, whatever.
I know.
Yep,
I agree. I agree.
It's overrated. Experience it
It is.
once
Yep.
and
I
then
don't need to
leave
keep
it.
experiencing it over and over and over and over again. I'm not one of them people.
Hey,
But
Patty.
okay, one
Yeah.
more thing, and we're gonna go ahead and end it because I'm getting really
Yeah.
tired.
I have to go. I got work tomorrow and I need to be up early.
Okay.
It
But
was great
Okay.
talking to you.
yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
it's
I
good
do.
talking to you. Thank you for sharing your stories with us, and you know, it's been really nice meeting you and talking with you.
You too. I do want to thank you, by the way, Patty, for all the stuff, for all the love and prayers you send through your videos. I'll be honest, there's moments where during this year where I had a tough break, like my uncle passing away. It hit me hard, but after I had to deal with him being gone, I actually went straight to your channel and I just rewatched almost any video I could. And
Aw,
I really want to thank you for what you do. Nobody
thank
ever really
you.
told you had to, but it's great that you chose to do so, and you bring a lot of happiness to people more than you think you do.
Well, thank you so much. That
You
means a
truly
lot to
do.
me.
You truly
That means a
do.
lot to me. Thank you guys so much. That means a
Yeah.
lot to me.
I hope to join you next time. Have a great night.
Oh yeah, we'll
Great
do
night.
this again. We'll have you join us again sometime.
I'd love to, because you're great.
It's
Bye.
been fun. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.
You too. God
All
bless
right.
you.
All right.
And
Okay,
everybody, don't
Jason.
forget to pray for her. You know, she's one
Yep.
country
Patty?
dream. So let's keep her in our prayers.
My granny passed away on October 27th of 2019. So I think that would be like a year ago from now.
Mhm.
Wouldn't it?
A little more than that. 19, 20, 21, 20, about 3 years. Wait, almost 3
Mm.
years. If it was in October, you said, of
Yeah,
2019?
October 27th.
Yeah, so that it'll be
No,
almost 3
wait.
years.
No, I messed up. Wait, October 2020. I forgot the year.
2020 is almost 2 years.
Sure, my mind is all over the place right now.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
so it's
No,
like,
like me when I'm listening,
yeah,
I've
it's like,
noticed this is a learning experience for me tonight because I've noticed when I'm listening to one of y'all talk, if I'm looking over at the chat, I totally miss part of what y'all are saying. I have a one-track mind, so I can't. So I don't want you in the chat to think I'm ignoring you, but ever since I caught myself doing that earlier because I was looking at the chat and I'm trying to listen, I wasn't working. I don't remember
that's
which one it was talking, but I'm like, oh my god, did I just miss what? You know, because I was
so I have to
reading the
go back
chat.
and rewatch every time.
Yeah, so I caught myself doing that. So I do have a one-track mind. So if that happened to any of you, I'm sorry, but I do it. So I gotta if somebody's talking, I'm gonna try not to watch the chat.
and we bought my granny this wonderful angel statue, but somebody put it on the fridge and it fell off and it broke its head, so we had to glue it back on.
Oh no.
And
Well, at least you were able
we
to
bought her
fix it,
some.
right?
Yeah, it's all fixed. It's all back to normal, and the lights
Okay.
up too.
Awesome.
And we bought her some flowers.
Yeah.
And we put some like heavy blue stones. You know, like those blue stones that you buy at the store, like in I'm not sure if it's Canadian Tire or something like that. But we
Yeah.
bought those to put them on the bottom of the vase so it would
Oh,
hold it from
okay.
tipping over in the wind.
Yeah, I
We
know what you're
forgot to
talking
go put
about.
those at her grave.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
been
we'll
real
have to
nice
do it
talking
this
with
summer.
you too, Jakey, and hearing your stories. And it's nice to meet you. I've seen you in the chat many, many times, and it's always nice to put a
All right.
face with
Oh,
a
and
name.
by the way, I've been watching your videos for a while.
I know. I've seen you around
See
for
you
quite a
around.
while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's nice to finally
Mm.
meet you. You know, and I want to meet more of you in the chat. So we'll do this again soon, and bring some more people up here. I love meeting people, seeing the name, putting a face with the name. I like that. I really do. So
Maybe
now
we can
when
do
I
a
see your
singing
name, I
contest.
know that it's you. I'm like, oh, that's Jakey right there. You know, it's kind of nice. You know, once I've seen you and put a face with the name, I just love that.
Maybe
Now we
next time
know
we'll
that
do some kind of singing contest or something. I don't know.
we're gonna do
Something,
live
you know.
karaoke night.
Yeah,
Live karaoke night.
yeah,
gotta
we
get
could do
Beth
that.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on, Beth.
maybe.
You wanna sing? I might as well turn this off. It's not even going off. I'm just wasting my battery.
Yeah, but they ain't getting any cheaper.
Imagine that
Yeah,
doll just
nothing would
sing.
happen. Oh, that would be crazy.
Hey, you never know. She might show us all up.
Yeah, she might. She's like, thank you for
That
taking
dog just
that
looks
thing off
at
my
Patty like,
head.
hello.
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 You
Yeah,
guessed
see,
it.
you have to move it, and the eyes they're not the kind that move around. They're it's part of her body. She's porcelain. Her face is porcelain.
Yes, those are painted, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the eyes are painted, but they're so
They,
freaking realistic.
I was
Oh
going to
my
say they
god.
change. They change their
Yeah,
expression. Same with her smile. That doll has a life of her own.
she really does. She really does, and so many
Anything
people
can
love
basically
her.
haunted.
Yeah, so many people love her, and was always asking me about her, and I decided to just keep her right here. That way, everybody can always see her when I'm in a live stream and stuff like that. I'm just figured I'd leave her right there,
Yeah, she
because
belongs there.
she does.
She
Because
belongs.
everybody, and I put this fancy little fur looking thing around her today with this dragonfly little pin, and at the holidays I always try to decorate her up with holiday stuff on her, and stuff like that, and a little Christmas hat.
Looking pretty.
Yeah, make her look pretty. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Adam, for
Hey, Patty,
coming
one
up and
question.
being
When will you
my
be
co-host
live?
tonight. You're a great
No problem.
co-host. You really are.
Anytime you need me, I'm here. You know that.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be calling on you many. Hey, you ready to go live tonight? Be my co-host?
I'm game. Let's do it.
All right, awesome. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. It was
Likewise.
nice meeting you, Jakey.
Will you be live later on this week?
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try. Make sure y'all go follow me over there on my meditation channel too. I got a badass 4th of July fireworks video coming up.
Can't
I'm gonna
wait.
be live streaming it for like 24 hours starting tomorrow afternoon sometime. I'm just gonna let it roll.
Meditation
grandson-
radio.
I'll join. I'll definitely
We'll
join
be
your
in the
live stream
chat
tomorrow.
here and
Don't
there.
worry.
Yeah, be in the chat here and there
Yeah.
talking. I won't be able to sit there the whole time. That's a long time, but I'll be popping in and out, every chance I get and stuff like that. But I've noticed a lot of the people with meditation channels, that's how they grow their channel so quickly is they live stream them for like 24 hours. Some people, do you know there's a channel that's live streaming a video that they've been live streaming for 3 years now?
Really?
3 years. Did y'all hear me?
Wow.
Years. I'm like 3
Wow.
years.
That's
This
crazy.
thing has been lived out for 3 years, but this channel's got a large amount of subscribers, and they got other videos too. And some of those channels, they live stream out several videos at once. I wouldn't know how to do that. I'm sure my grandkids could teach me, but I don't know how to do it. But they're doing several at
I've
one time.
noticed that there's like long live streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's how they
Crazy.
get these videos
I
on
wonder
there.
who started it.
I don't know, but I wish I'd have jumped on that trend when it started, because there's some of those meditation channels have 10,000 followers. I mean, not 10. I'm sorry, 10 million.
10 million.
10 million. Yes.
Got to find
Yeah.
that next new craze and we'll hop on it.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, hey, Sassy Pat. I'm just getting ready to sign off. Thank you guys
Thank
all
you
so
all.
much for being here.
Yeah, thank you all. It's been an amazing night.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. And we'll do it again soon.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good
Happy
night.
4th of July. Much
Good night.
love.
Everybody be safe.
All right.
Be safe.
Bye
Please
bye.
don't drink and drive.
Yep.
Bye.
Don't drink and
Bye,
drive.
y'all.
Definitely. Bye bye.